sponsorship department, after seeing that some needy families could not support their children to raise the top up and good feeding, so they decided to help them economically to empower them and be able to support their families. Our goal is to empower families of sponsored children first and later the wider community economically to enable them raise their livelihood and improve on the economic status of the families as well as the nutrition of their families. The project is run differently from how we've been running it in the past. In the past, we've just been giving animals to individual parents who in turn would bring back the calves to be given out to other people. But due to challenges that we shall explain, we have changed the structure. Now the structure is we work with community groups. We've helped the parents of sponsored children to form up into different community groups, and we are working with these groups first of all to empower them to understand what they are supposed to do, and then after supporting them in understanding what they're supposed to do, we are to give them animals. But this time, not only animals. We have widened the choice for these parents. They will propose what they want from us, and then we shall examine whether they can look after what they want and train them in what they want. Then we shall give them the inputs. They can be agricultural inputs, business inputs, and other inputs, so long as all of them can lead us to our goal of empowering them economically. Our target beneficiaries are those parents who are the most needy. Of course, all parents who are sponsored, all families that are sponsored in Uganda are needy, but there are those that are very, very needy, and when we visit them, we can at times shed tear. Those are our target beneficiaries. Families that cannot afford, for instance, 2 meals a day, families that cannot afford taking their children to health centers, families that cannot afford earning even $1 in a day, yet their needs are very many. So those are the families we target, and we give them the animals. But this time around, we've seen that animals at times cannot work out to those very needy families because at times they cannot look after them very well. Now, what we've decided is, after analyzing a very needy family together with the income department, the sponsorship department, we move to that family and look at what that family can afford. As we ask them, they tell us what they can afford. And this time, we are to form community projects or projects for those individual families that they can manage, that they can handle, and at the end of the day, get some money and help their children. The project has been in existence for 3 years, and we have given out a number of animals to families of sponsored children. For instance, we've given out 37 cows, 370 pigs, and some poultry, and 9 goats. That has happened simply because the budget has been so small and our scope is not all that very wide. But according to the little that we've done so far, we have seen that these animals have transformed the lives of those families that have received these animals. As our reports will indicate, we have seen that some families have greatly changed from earning less than $1 a day, and this time they can earn at least more than $3 a day. So I think we have done something good with the project, though the budget has been so small. At the moment, we have 62 groups, community groups, and that is totaling to 1,240 individuals who are interested in this project. But the fact is, that's the number we have so far mobilized. Very many individuals elsewhere are still interested in this, but we have been unable to meet them simply because we've not had enough support to go to such people. The challenges that the project has faced in the past are very many, but Let's mention a few of them that are very crucial. To begin with is the small budget that has been running this project, and because of the small budget, the project has not been able to have a permanent staff running the project, especially monitoring and doing other project activities. This has at times caused a lot of problems because without the monitoring, some of these beneficiaries have misused the animals we have been giving to them. That has been the major challenge. But also, we have seen that the beneficiaries had that attitude of being dependent on the project fully without thinking of their required contribution. The project decided to employ a community development officer in March 2012 to begin addressing some of those challenges, especially the challenge of not having an officer in charge of the project. But as we began thinking of how to improve on the project, we have made new structures that will help our individual beneficiaries to appreciate their role in supporting this project. Now, as I told you in the beginning, we have formed community groups and we are monitoring them closely to see that at least they are empowered to understand that it's their role to play in helping these projects to become a successful one. Livelihood has run animal project activity for the past 3 years, and basically we're only giving out animals as I've mentioned them in the past. But Livelihood is now diversifying activities to cater for the various needy beneficiaries. This time around, we are giving out assistance to those crop farmers who think they can do better in crop than in animal husbandry. And we are also looking at it. There are some beneficiaries who are suggesting that we should help them beyond agriculture. So we are diversifying our activities to cater for all economic activities that are friendly to the most needy individuals in the community. Initially, Livelihood would support beneficiaries by giving them only animals, and that's why we've been calling it Animal Project. But in this year, we have analyzed that some individual beneficiaries are more needy and cannot look after the animals, but they can do well with crop farming. And after getting their suggestions, we are changing our strategy to giving individuals what they have suggested. After analyzing that, they can look after them in a proper way and benefit from them. So we are shifting from animal project to diversifying our activities. So we are going to include crop farming and some other simple businesses for the individuals who think they can do better in business life. To ensure that we succeed in this project, we have made structures that are strict on our beneficiaries. To qualify for any assistance from Livelihood, one must first involve in some of activities that will ensure us that that individual is ready for more assistance. For instance, an individual in a group is supposed to first make personal saving with his group, and if the personal saving with the group has accumulated to an extent that it can be a top-up to our assistance, and we are sure that that top-up is enough to make the project a success, then we approve that individual for the benefit. But also, we have tried to see that the community owns the project. For instance, we have elected community committees to help us in managing the project. Community committees are very crucial to us because they are full-time in the community and can basically look and monitor their fellow individuals. So basically, we are moving close to the community than just giving them what they ask for.
nafunayo embizzi naye zinnyambye okuweerera abaana, nfunamu school fees z'abaana. Nali sirina buyambi bw'abaana nasobola kubaweerera nga ndaaga n'ekyokulya oluusi ssente ng'ezo sirina zigula sabbuuni sukaali ng'ezoyo, naye kati mbeera bulungi kuba agenda nezaalubwa nga 12 n'entunda nesobola okubaawo. Ne bwe ndaba nga nyigiriziddwa nnyo ndabako emu enkulu n'entunda era nesobola okuba obulungi. Nduubirira omwana wange ali ku 6 omutwala mu yunivasite ombizzi kuno. Njagala okugulayo n'akate, njagala kuntu mbe nga mba bulungi, sidaagana mata, abaana bange baba bulungi banywe ku mata. Abaana bana beerabirira pulojekiti eno. Mama wange muyamba ku pulojekiti eno, n'abazeeyi abateesobola bayambayo ne mugulayo ka sabbuuni, ka sukaali, akawunga ngaako.
Kati bukyanyingira mu pulojekiti eno nyambiddwa okuvaayo ne famire yange n'abaana okusomera mu masomero g'ebbeeyi. Bukyanyingira mu pulojekiti eyo nfune ssente mu mata nensobola okuweerera abaana bange nange okufissaawo nentwalako ne mu pulojekiti endala ng'ennimiro era namwo nenfunamu ssente. Nafuna ente, bampa ente emu nengireeta nezaala ennume eyasooka nengizaayo ku makonge, neddamu nezaala ennume endala nengitunda, neddamu nezaala eno yoweeri, eyo nezaala eno ate nakati eriggwako. Era eri gye natunda nasobola okuweerera abaana bange era ne ssente eziva mu mata ze zimu ezizimba enju eno, endala nezitwala mu nnimiro. Obulamu bwange tebwali mu mbeera nnungi nga sinayingira pulojekiti olw'okuba nti nali sifuna daira income, naye kati buli everyday nkola ki nfuna singisika 7 buli lunaku mu mata. Olwo nenkyukira ddala nti buli lunaku nfuna ssente, naye nga nali sinayingira mu pulojekiti yammwe nga sirinaawo income yonna gye nfuna. Nga sinafuna daire income nali nfuna nnyo ebirowoozo olw'okuweerera abaana bange nga buli kiseera bakola ki babagoba olwa school fees nga kinkola bubi nnyo. Naye we natandika okufuna ssente olwo nensasula abaana bange wakati baliiwo nembatwala ne mu masomero, nembajja mu masomero gano agawano sobola okubateeka mu masomero eryo olw'ensonga nti nina daire income. Era kati ebirowoozo sirina nnyo bigenda wala olw'okuba nti bwe buziba ssanga 12 manya ngenda kufuna akasanvu. Kyenkolerera mu biseera eby'omu maaso kusobola okuba obulungi ng'era nsinziira ku pulojekiti eno gye nnina, era nga nsaba kunyongeramu era ku maanyi, kubanga bwe naaba munyongeddemu amaanyi nja kukola bulungi nnyo era ebiseera eby'omu maaso n'abaana bange era basobole okutuukako emakerere. Kye isu yange nti nkoze ntya abaana okutuukako emakerere, naye nga amaanyi gonna ngajja ku pulojekiti eno era yo kati gye nafuula ng'omulimu. Nina abaana 8, abawala 7, omulenzi 1, omukyala nina 1. ne maama wange nina omu, taata wange yanfaako. Famire yonna tulimu abantu 10.